Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to install the Gator Evo on this 2017 Nissan Frontier. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is make sure that all of our clamps are positioned for our truck. So this clamp can be used on the Nissan Frontier and on the Nissan Titan. The Titan is going to use the bottom hole, so when we put this in, it's going to feed in like that. And the top portion for the Titan would go in the bottom, but since we are on a Frontier, we need to make sure that all of our top clamp pieces are going through the top threaded hole. This cover is also going to work with any other systems that you have in your utility track, so whether you have tie-down cleats or a bed extender, this system will work. So we have a bed extender and we have a tie-down cleat, so I'm going to leave the bed extender in. I took the tie-down cleat out, and I'm going to put one in front of the bed extender, and then I'm going to put two towards the back. So one for our middle clamp, and then I'm actually going to insert our tie down next, and then our last clamp at the end. Alright, so now we're going to grab our passenger side rail, and we'll know that it's the passenger side because the foam piece that's going to meet up with the bed rail, once we put that on, your drain tube is going to be towards the cab of the truck. So we're just going to set this in place. You might have to loosen these clamps a little bit so that the cover will slide in there. Once you have it loose enough, it should just fall right in, just like that. And then you can adjust the rail system so that it's all the way up against the bulkhead, and then you want to make sure that it's also flush with the bed cap when you start tightening these down. So I'm just going to raise it up so it's flush, and then I'm going to tighten this by hand, and then we can go back through and tighten them with a wrench. And now you're going to repeat that process on the opposite side. Next thing we're going to do is install our bulkhead seal. Before we can do that, we're going to rub the bulkhead down with some rubbing alcohol to kind of clean up any dirt that is accumulated on it. And once you get to the end, you can trim off any excess. Just make sure you go and push on it all the way down. Make sure it gets good adhesion to the bulkhead. Now we can go ahead and put our cover on. I'm just going to kind of set it in place for right now. Alright, so now that our cover is in place, we have 2 bolts that we need to slide through the channel. They're just going to slide right in. You're going to slide one all the way into your passenger side, and then you're going to slide the other one in and keep that one on your driver's side. Okay, now here's the bolt that we just slid through. We're going to put our clamp through there, slide it under the frame rail, and then you have a washer and a lock washer that go on there, and then you have a star knob, and that's going to tighten the cover to the frame rail at the bulkhead. So we're going to leave that loose for right now until we make our final adjustments, and then we'll come back and we'll tighten those up. Alright, on our driver's side, we have a prop rod. You have a small end and then a long end. Your small end is going to go into your frame rail, and then the other end is going to go through the tab that is provided on your cover. Okay, so now you have 2 provided drain tubes, and they're going to fit right over the mounts at the end of the rails towards the bulkhead, and you should just be able to push those right over the top. And then you have provided holes in your bed that you can just feed those through, and that'll help to keep any kind of water that gets caught in your rail and keep it out of your bed. Okay, from here we can take our prop rod down and we can fold the cover back, adjust it from side to side and front to back as we need to. Okay, once you have it adjusted where you want it, we're going to fold it up carefully so that we don't move it. We're going to tighten down those star knobs. Alright guys, that completes the installation. If you have any questions, give us a call or visit us online. Thanks.